Ganesh Chaturthi is around the corner and I'm super excited for this festival. So in this video I thought I'll give a small introduction or a primer about this festival. So I'll be covering what, how, why and where of Ganesh Chaturthi. Namaste everybody, welcome back to Zesty Nimbu. This is Srirekha. The question I had asked in the previous video, why did Vishnu take the avatar of Varaha? So the answer is, he took that avatar to save Bhuloka or the earth from Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha is one of the pairs of Jaya and Vijaya. So if you haven't seen that video on Jaya and Vijaya, go ahead and see that video. You'll get the answer on who Hiranyaksha is. As usual, wait till the end because I have a question coming up. So let's go to the first aspect. What is Ganesh Chaturthi? Ganesh Chaturthi is the happy birthday of Ganesh. Ganesha is the son of Shiva and Parvati. He's also the brother of Kartikeya. He has two wives, Siddhi and Buddhi. His mount is Mushika or the mouse. So Ganesh Chaturthi comes on the Chaturthi or the fourth day of the waxing moon in the Shukla Paksha in the Bhadrapada Masa, which falls in either August or September. So Bhadrapada Shuddha Chavati or Chaturthi is Ganesh Chaturthi. Now let's come to the how of it. How is Ganesh Chaturthi celebrated? I remember when I was young, my brother and I, we used to have a head bath, wear new clothes and then go along with our father to get the Murti of Ganesha as well as all the associated things required to do the puja. Now this festival is a great example of how an eco-friendly festival is done. All the Hindu festivals are eco-friendly, but this festival is more so. This is observed in many parts of the country where the whole family goes and gets the murti along with all the associated puja items to their homes. We are actually inviting Ganesha to be a guest in our home for the next 10 days. So that is why the whole family goes and invites him to their homes. He is considered as a god who brings Aishwarya and health and wealth and happiness. So that is why everybody goes and brings him to their home. So this festival is celebrated for 10 days. We bring the Murti home, we install him on a bundle and then do the puja. We do the puja with patri or the fruits, vegetables and the leaves which are available in the nature. So you must understand that Ganesha or Vignesha has a head of an elephant. So elephant is very comfortable in the natural environment of a forest, right? So whatever is available in the forest, we try to get those items into our home and then do the puja with that. And then finally comes the bhog or the naivedyam, where we offer items which we have cooked to Ganesha. So the most famous items are modaka, undrallu, sundal, motichur laddu and so many others. So if you have noticed, if you have done these items, if you have seen your parents do it, then you would have noticed that all these items are mostly steamed. We avoid fried food on this day because elephant would prefer something which is raw, which is available freely in the nature, or at least steamed, not fried. So modak is made with rice flour and jaggery and coconut and they're all steamed together. Undrallu is also done with rice and then motichur laddu and then sundal is also steamed. Basically it's the chana or Kabuli chana which is steamed and added with the coconut and all. So these are some of the items that we make on Ganesh Chaturthi and there are many more items that we make. But this is just some items that I've mentioned. Now coming to the why of it. Why do we celebrate this festival? As I've already mentioned, all the Indian festivals are eco-friendly, but more so this festival. And Ganesha is considered Vignaharata or the god who removes any obstacles in our lives. He has big ears which signify that you need to hear everything very properly. He has small eyes, but then with those eyes he discerns everything, good, bad, the ugly. He teaches us discernment of good and bad. He gives us intellect, buddhi, wisdom, intelligence, money. He has a trunk which can pick up anything big or small in this world. His two tusks, one tusk is broken, the one is full. So one tusk signifies wisdom, the other tusk which is broken signifies emotion. So we celebrate this festival because we want all these aspects in our life. We want wisdom, we want intelligence, we want money, we want our obstacles to be removed. We want buddhi, we want intellect, we want the discernment capability to know what is right, what is wrong, what to do, what not to do. Ganesha gives us all these things, and hence we celebrate this festival. And also, this is an eco-friendly festival, so it teaches us how to be as close to the nature as possible. So these are some of the reasons why we celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. And coming to the where of it, Ganesha is an international god. This festival is celebrated across the world, and he is in particular celebrated across the world, and mostly in the East Asian countries and the Central Asian countries, and of course the Indian subcontinent. When the Indian kings ruled, Hinduism spread to many parts of the world, particularly East Asia, which covers Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, or erstwhile Burma, China, Japan. And Central Asia is Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Tibet. All these countries celebrate Ganesh in some way or the other. And Hindus and Indians have spread across the world now. So we celebrate in US, we celebrate in Australia, Europe, Africa as well, and everywhere. So he is an international god truly in all senses. So this is a small primer of why, what, how and where is Ganesh Chaturthi celebrated. The question for the day is, during one of the excavations in December 2019, a Ganesha was found. Can you tell me where the Ganesha was found? It was not in India. This is a clue that I'm giving. The Ganesha statue was found in some other country. Please name that country and let me know the answers in the comment section, and I'll tell you the answer in the next video. For me, the most enduring memory is obviously the puja that we do at home, the food that we prepare, and also the pandals that we see across our city. We used to go see at least 3 to 5 Ganeshas every day. And then on the Visarjan day, that is on the 10th day, we used to see huge Ganeshas being driven on a lorry or a truck, and then the Visarjan is done in some lake or some pond. Why is Ganesha so adorable is because he is one god whom you can make in any way, with clay, with paper mache, with plaster of Paris, and in any shape. You see some Ganesh Murtis. When Bahubali movie had come out, Ganesh Murtis were made in the form of Bahubali. So he was made into Superman, he was made into Shaktiman, so many things. So he is one god who can be fit into any shape and size, and he is still adorable and he is still amazing. So these are few of the enduring memories that I have of Ganesh Chaturthi. So what are your enduring memories? Do share those in the comment section. It'll be really nice to read them. I hope you have liked this video. Kindly give a thumbs up to this video so that the reach of this video can be increased a lot. Do subscribe to my channel. Check out my website, which I've recently revealed. Do answer the quizzes on it, and do like my Facebook page and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You can interact with me with the hashtag Hinduism Stories at Zesty Nimbu on Instagram and Twitter. I'll see you in the next video. Do check out my other videos on Indian culture and let me know how you find it. Let's meet in the next video, and until then, Namaste.